Those are some good looking bathrooms. I'm just gonna give you a tour of the bathroom because that is really where we're at. This is better than putting on socks. I wanna go to there. I'm gonna go to up there. Like, oh, okay, it is moving. That's good. Oh, I've arrived. God, this is like city center square and such. Anyway, let's go on a hike. It's marked as a hiking trail, but it's more like a service road. So I'm following you can see it up there, the big trail, aka service road, and it just dumps into this big field. Now, if it was middle of, oh wow, look at this game trail. Middle of summer, 100 degrees, I would not be out in this at all. It's kind of interesting, actually. I don't think it's taking me anywhere, but. All right, I'm just walking, retracing my steps, walking back up to the supposed trail. The real trail, because that dead ends, and I'm just looking at my map, man, and the trail says it goes right here. Thorns. Those are just thorns. So I'm gonna walk all the way back to the car and just take the service road that goes just a hair north. A little detour into the woods to get close to this old fence. This is a fence post here. Your old barbed wire. I mean, that could date back to the Civil War, antebellum period, I think, right? Oh, do a carbon test, date it. Maybe those posts wouldn't be that old. Wouldn't they be rotted? Hey, back at the car, and now we're gonna take a right. There's your fall color. Not colors, just singular. That's fun. The holiest of holes. Who said that? Jules? Pulp Fiction? That tree is still alive too. It's amazing. I'm glad nothing bit me. Now here's some more barbed wire. Here's the fun tree. This short hike is going to take at least a month at this rate. Oh wow, yeah, no, there's nothing living in there. Huh. Looks like it burnt a little bit. What the heck? What is going on? Was this burnt? See, this layer is alive. I wish I was an arborist or something. Like, if this burnt, is that what preserved it? I mean, shouldn't this be all rotted out? Shouldn't this tree be dead? There's leaves on it. My point is the tree's alive. Fine. Poison ivy growing up that I just touched is good. No, I don't know what that is. But if it's poison ivy, I'll definitely find out. So this short hike's gonna take like 4 times as long at this rate if I'm gonna stop at every hole in a tree. Hole in a tree. Look at the sky, man. That's pretty. Got Simpsons clouds almost. Not really, but almost. So just looking at the map, at this little loop, I mean, they don't say, there's nothing, they don't even talk about the trail in the words in the description. But it's a hiking trail, and they say nothing about it. So, but I'm just looking at it, I'm guessing the whole loop is maybe a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. I've probably walked a mile, just because I was turned around. I'm looking at footprints. This is why I look like I'm watching my step. That's not mine either. It was there first. Man prints, the most evil animal. And you got what? These are kind of messed up. It's not horsies. They're kind of just messed up. It hasn't rained in a while. That's deer. Okay, that's great. Walking along the trail, road, whatever we're gonna call this. Look, it's friggin' cacti, man. Oh man, are you serious? There's another Y? Crap. All right, I gotta look at my map again. I feel like this way is where it thought I was earlier. Where it thought I was. Okay. This looks like a dead end. Please tell me this turns. I have to get my map out again. I mean, I almost didn't bring my phone. I was like, I don't need a map. But I brought it just to try. Okay, we're good. The gateway to the fall colors. And once you go past this, no more fall colors. Brown. There's a fall color. Birdie. Finally, the trail is getting into some shade. I'm sweating on this warm November day. That's a good song. Now, from this vantage point, it seems like there's tons of fall colors. Whew. Under a nice canopy of trees here, mostly oaks. The trail really hasn't changed, but there's an opening here and a little ravine, so you can tell the river's down, straight down there. You can see an embankment facing us in shadows, so nowhere near the South Grand River. Can't tell you how many of these vines that I tried to swing on when I was a kid. Usually they would just break or fall. The river is running parallel with me right now, so I'm just basically looking for a path to the dang river. There's nothing. There's no game trails. There's nothing. And pretty soon this path turns and heads north away from the river. Well, here's some ruts from a long time ago. It would be overrun with people, but it would be so awesome if they opened this up so you could drive these trails. There's a little smidgen, love that word, there's a little smidgen of private property along this, and then you keep going and you're back in the conservation area. Guess I'm turning around. Now we're turning away from the river. So I'm gonna walk back, and there was one spot where it looked like I could kind of bushwhack to the, there was something big. Oh, there's a deer. Something big back there. So I think I could bushwhack this little area down here to get to the river. There's the backbone of some, oh, it's a deer. Yeah, there's a deer hoof. This awesome tree that fell and got caught by his friend, the other tree. Nice catch. The little tree's like, oh, damn, you're heavy. So that's the one trail marker where I knew my clearing was to go to hopefully to the river. My other marker was this. We're gonna see if we can bushwhack to the river. It's just over this little berm that you can't probably see. So this was kind of a clearing only because of, I don't know why, the tiny game trail. Just want to get to the river, man. A little ravine. The river's down there. There, I've seen the river. Isn't that great? Oh, jeez. That log I stood on is teeter-tottering. See? Woo! Woo! I don't need to go down to that nasty water. I don't know. I just thought there'd be a path to the water or a good view of the river or something, but no, not so much. You gotta work. Just my nice teeter-totter log. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice little balance going on here. That's great. This is called, oh jeez, when it rolls while you're teetering and tottering. It's a little challenging. Okay, I'm not going to disrupt your natural occurrence in nature. You don't want to knock it off, little guy here. Small but mighty. holding up the old dead tree. All right, back to the road trail. Service road / trail. So I bypassed this game trail way earlier. I thought there'd be an actual path to the river. And there's the river again. Isn't that exciting? All right. Swim you later. Swim you never. Stupidly, yet on purpose, I did not bring water, thinking this is a very short hike and be okay for an hour or so. And my thoughts are correct. I now wish I have water. But I drank a quart of water before 8 a.m. I mean, it's like, and then maybe maybe a pint. So 48 ounces in me at least. Holy acorns. One just hit the ground so loud. Sound like a walnut. But no, there's oaks are dropping their acorns, man. Haven't got hit yet. There's Purdy. This is a good place to sit. Wish I could see some wildlife. I heard a deer or something large back in the woods. What am I doing? I don't know, man. Sit here and cool off, stop sweating for a little bit. Nice shade, I'm feeling a little breeze through here. The rest of the hike is in the sun. So yeah, this is kind of sad. It's kind of depressing. I don't know what's been going on, but man, just the feeling that I've been getting lately, like it's winter's coming, and you know, so that limits your camping. Limits any trips to the mountains, so they close a lot of those roads. I would find time. I could make a good trip to New Mexico or Colorado or something. Been busy, stuff going on, so I haven't been able to get away. It's like, I like to travel, I like to see things, I like to do things, I like to shoot the video, I like to edit the video. I really enjoy it. So really right now I have nothing to edit, so and I haven't been able to find time to take a trip. I gotta turn it around because I'm making this little excursion sad, and it's not. This is not a sad excursion. This is reflecting on the circumstances of which suck right now because just can't get out, can't get a good long trip in. You know, and I don't live close enough to anything to take a short trip. 3.5 hours to the closest dispersed camping area. All the organized campsites are now shut down, most of them anyway. Deer season starts in a couple days, so that's a couple weeks of trying to avoid that at all costs. So, and I miss, like a couple weeks ago, or maybe even a week ago, we still had good fall colors, better than this even. Edit. So I gotta get out of this funk, man, but I got out today, so definitely looking forward to some nice trips to somewhere, and nothing planned. That's not true, you know, we're going to Cabo, but I'm not overlanding that. I'm not driving the Baja Peninsula. Man, that'd be awesome. Oh, it's always been a dream of mine. That's good advice to myself. Don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive. It sucks you literally have to tell yourself that. Just like, hey, snap out of it, man. Life is good. So you just get that itch. You want to get out, you want to travel, you want to see things, you want to do things. Just don't live near anything. Any place to camp and explore, you know. 3.5 hours is a pain. There's no day trips, and I've done it before. I've done day trips where I drive 3.5 hours down, hit some trails, blah, 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 drive home. Heck, I've made some videos like that. In fact, you should go on my YouTube, look in some older videos where you can tell I'm in the Ozark area and Mark Twain National Forest area. And you can probably guess, oh, this one, he didn't camp, he just went down for the day and came back. Because that's what my schedule allowed. Makes for a long day though. The drive back is like, ugh. Soaking up the shade because right around this turn up here, we're gonna be in the sun for the rest of the walk. And I peeked at my track. I've gone 3.2 miles. My guess of 1 mile was completely incorrect. I thought the whole loop was maybe a mile. Turning the corner right into the sun. November Sweat. It's way better than that November Rain crap song. November Sweat. You know, you've probably already guessed. I grew up in the 80s mostly and loved Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, 87, GNR Lies. That was it though. They didn't do anything worth the crap after that. So I hear that song November Rain. That is just an awful song. Sorry. You could be mine. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think I got Use Your Illusion. Jesus. Use Your Illusion. Appetite for Destruction though. What a great album. November Sweat. And I call November Rain. That's a terrible Axl Rose impression. It really wasn't meant to be. I apologize. I could probably make up a whole mock song, Weird Al Yankovic style, to November Rain, call it November Sweat. But I'll spare you. I selected another area of this conservation area. And I think it's like the waterfowl hunting area. On the map, it looks like a big, terrible looking pond. I think it said, where did I read that? Disabled hunting or something. So a place where people in wheelchairs can come and hunt waterfowl. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I routed myself there. Wow, you look at the map and the road stops. So to my left was some private property. So that would be awesome to have that house there, man. No, oh, and it's, so how do you get over there? There is no road. I'm at Settles Ford Conservation Area here in Missouri. So I'm just reading up on it real quick. It doesn't say anything about the hike whatsoever. Ooh, this is interesting. South Cass and Bates counties were hotbeds of border violence before and during the Civil War. Eventually all residents were evacuated by Order Number 11, General Ewing. Shortly after resettlement was permitted, a family with the name of Settles operated a mill and ford in the center of what is currently in the conservation area. Okay, so in this conservation area there was a mill. I think of this whole thing is like 7,000 acres. Order Number 11, they forced people out of their homes because they thought they were housing bushwhackers that were rising up against the government. This all kind of happened, I think, after when the bushwhackers sacked Lawrence, Kansas. So it's bushwhackers versus the Jayhawkers and that whole thing, and border wars, because we're fairly close to the border of Kansas and Missouri. So all this bad Civil War history. What's that movie in the 90s? Tobey Maguire, Skeet Ulrich, and Jewel is in it. It's a great movie. What's the name? I'll put it on there. I'm going to rewatch it. But it's kind of set in the time during the border wars. And it's pretty awesome. Anyway.